I don't know. We don't really look like much of an athlete. Maybe we're not. What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here in Farming Simulator 25. It's our Start from Scratch series, episode number 14 here. And in the last episode, we cut our humongous grass field. We baled up all the grass, we wrapped it up, it turned into silage. We took it to wherever we took it and we sold it. And we got a buttload of money for it. And now in our bank account, we have $352,000. And that is absolutely awesome. It is getting to be mid to late afternoon here, the second day in November. And we have got to decide what we're going to spend our money on. After we spend all of our money, we're going to go sleep, and then in the first day in December, we are going to take all of our lettuce and we are going to sell it. I'm not sure how much it's going to net us, but we do have probably, I don't know, upwards of 25 pallets of lettuce that we can sell. We're also going to have to fill up our fertilizer spreader, and we are going to have to fertilize our humongous grass field. And we'll have to head over to the area where we have our goats and our chickens. We'll probably have to fertilize those fields over there of the grass that we cut. And, you know, we might think about doing something with this honey. I mean, we've had this honey sitting here for a while now, and it just keeps continuing to grow. So if the price is right for honey, we might sell that. But let's get into this episode by spending some money. All right, here is our humongous grass field right here. It's all these fields combined. Field number 41 is grass right now, but it is an oat field, and then we're going to turn it back into an oat field once the oat planting season comes around. Field number 40, I believe, is a wheat field. What we would like to do is eventually buy all these fields to turn into a grain empire. I'd like to buy my own grain mill, maybe buy field number 21 here and sit the grain mill over here. We also had a pretty good comment about buying fields 51 and 53 and using this land for some production chains and animals and stuff like that. If we look at field number 51, $243,000, but you do get all this land off to the side. And field number 53, $359,000, but all of this land over here you get with the field. So we've narrowed it down to two options to spend our money. Option number one would be to buy field number 79 here. It's $51,000. It's a field of barley. And we do have another barley field, but this field here, we would keep it as barley. That barley would go to feed the chickens, because I believe chickens eat barley in Farming Simulator 25. And the little fields that we have down here for grain are not enough to sustain these two chicken coops. So we would buy this other field, we would keep it as barley, but behind this field, we could put another pen of goats. We could also start in with sheep. They cost the same amount of money. So if we bought this field for $51,000, the goat pen would be, I can't remember. I think the goat pen's like $100,000, plus the goats are about $38,000. So let's just round up. That's $140,000 plus the field is $51,000. I mean, we would only be spending $200,000 and we'd have $150,000 left. We could either keep it in the bank or we could decide, you know, to do something else. Perhaps we could buy a second goat or sheep pen at that point. Option number two, which I really am leaning towards, is buying field number 48. $229,000. This field is also barley. If we visit this field, it is currently growing barley. We wouldn't have to do anything in this field, and it's already fertilized 100%. So nothing would have to be done. We just have to buy the field, and it is a humongous field of barley. Now, barley, from everything that I've read, has the best yield rate for all of the grains, and it can help feed our chickens. So this huge field of barley would be a really, really good thing for us. So that, I'm leaning towards that option. That's going to leave us with about 125,000 left. With that 125,000, we could buy some goats or some sheep. And of course, we would put the goats and sheep somewhere over here, I think. We'd have to really kind of figure out where we could put another pen. We do have room over here to put another goat pen. We got to leave ourselves some room to pick up the goat milk, and we have to be level with the ground here. It's kind of wonky, so I don't know if we would want to turn it around this way. Then we could pick up the goat milk from the other side. We'd kind of have, I don't know, it'd be a little weird like this, but certainly it would work. We could also kind of put it like this, but I'm a little OCD with this kind of stuff, so we'd probably just want to put it right about here. We don't have enough room to put it on the other side, so really this is the only place that we could put it, would be right here. And I think if we put it here, we could still get a tractor in to get our pallets. I mean, even if we got it kind of close. And the reason I say that is because these pallets here, I mean, we could get a tractor in the front way and just kind of pick up the pallets from the front. And I think that would be okay. So I think that's going to be our plan. The other option is to buy another chicken coop over here. We would love to have a third chicken coop here, but honestly, until we get our grain production under control and we know that we can keep our chicken coop stocked with grain with only the farm that we have, we're not going to buy any more chickens right now. I don't want to keep having to buy grain from the store. So here we go. It is a huge purchase. It's a huge field, field number 48. Let's go ahead and buy it. 229,000. Here we go. Ba-bam. There we go. A brand new field, field number 48, a humongous field of barley, and that is absolutely awesome. And here we are in the middle of our new field. I mean, this field is absolutely gorgeous. I mean, here we are running free through our field of barley in November. I mean, this is as freeing as it gets. ZIELONKA, land of the free, home of the brave. I mean, you know the song. I don't have to sing it. And we now own all of this farmland here and all of this, which is our humongous grass field. I mean, this is absolutely awesome. All right, with $123,000 left in the bank, we're in a really good position. I'd like to buy another pen of goats, or perhaps we could start with some sheep. We'd like to diversify. The other option is we could buy this field here. This is our little plot of land we've had our eye on. And here we go, hopping over to this field. I mean, this field would honestly just be for some animal pens, a shed, perhaps some greenhouses, and an oil mill at some point. We'd have to leave space for the oil mill. But this is just a plot of land that we could use to start, putting some structures on. We really wouldn't plow it and use it as farmland. This would be for some structures, so it's an option. All right, for right now though, it is 2:51 in the afternoon. We are going to go into our residence. We'll have a meal, we'll sleep until December. We'll come back in December and we are going to get rid of our lettuce. If we look at the price of lettuce, $2,974 right now, about $3,073 from the supermarket. And that price is only going to go up next month. So we are going to sleep through until December. Then we can sell our lettuce. Take a look at honey. Honey is also increasing. We'll probably wait another couple months, honestly, so we can get the most for the honey. Now, I did have a comment that asked about olives in a greenhouse. And in this greenhouse, there really isn't an option for olives. There's onions, but not olives. And I would not mind having greenhouses with olives, because we could then become the martini kings of ZIELONKA. I mean, that would be absolutely awesome. Now, I'm pretty sure there's a mod out there where you can have greenhouses that do have olives in them, and I'm gonna look into that. But first, let's go ahead and sleep and get through to December. One thing I didn't think about, the price of eggs is actually going down. We have about 6 pallets over at the other field. I mean, we can get 4,156 from the farmer's market right now, but the price is going down. And I feel like if we sleep and we wait until December, then we're gonna lose some money. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna start our tractor up. We are gonna hook up to a trailer, and we're gonna go get the eggs, and we can put the eggs on the back of the trailer, and we can take them to the farmer's market or wherever, and we could sell them. Oh geez, don't run into the greenhouse, good Lord. So yeah, the month is not finished here in November. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and we are gonna go get those eggs. Oh my God, look out, jeez, oh whiz. We are almost killing people here once again. Man, the sun was in our eyes. I mean, that's what's happening. I mean, choose to believe what you believe, but that's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, all the eggs are on the trailer. Let's go ahead and hook this up and take these eggs somewhere where we can sell them. And it might help if we go to the right side of the trailer so we can hook up to it. All right, strapping down the eggs. I think they're all strapped down, ready to go. And let's go ahead and take these somewhere so we can make some money. All right, farmer's market seems to be the place to go. We're gonna head there now. About $4,000 per pallet. We've got 1, 2, 3 full pallets, and we got a couple that are almost completely full, and then we got a couple that are really brand new spawned. I'd imagine we're probably going to make somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000. That's just a guesstimation on my part, but let's see. All right, turning on to the old road here, coming to the farmer's market. And what's it gonna be here? Let's unload, and bam, all of the eggs are gone. $23,938, basically $24,000 into the bank. We now have $147,131. That's actually enough to buy ourselves a large goat pen, and the 71 goats it's going to take to fill it up. So we have enough money. It's going to leave us probably about $9,000 left if we do that. But then we still have our lettuce to sell too, which is probably going to make us around $50,000. I'm just guessing on that one, but it should be somewhere in that ballpark. And perhaps that's the money that we need to buy another field over by the goat pens. All right, let's go ahead and park this trailer right back here. And tell you what we could do, we could just load all of this lettuce up onto the trailer right now and get ready for tomorrow. But I think what we're gonna do is we are gonna park this tractor over here. We will go into the house and we are gonna sleep until the month of December, and then we will come back, pack up our lettuce, take it somewhere to sell. Sleeping the night away, getting a good night's sleep so we can wake up bright and early here in December. The sun is rising. It is early morning, 8 o'clock here, and what a beautiful day this is going to be. We have got some work to do. We have to load up all of our lettuce. Let's get right to it. But first things first, we're checking the used vehicle section, and the only new thing is a header. which would be attached to a forage harvester. We are not going to buy this right now. Even though it is 64% off, we're still not buying it. Well, here it is. I mean, it's been a minute since we used this little guy, but here is our little skid loader, and this is pretty awesome. We are going to use this bad boy, and we are going to load up these pallets onto our trailer. I had some comments about being able to lift these pallets up, and these pallets are too heavy in game. I think it's 200 kilograms that before you can lift it with your bare hands, or that's the maximum, and these things weigh twice that amount. So we are not able to lift these pallets with our bare hands unless we have a mod that's like a strength mod, and I really don't want to do that here in this series. So until they come out with the auto load trailer that sucks up the pallets, we are going to have to do this manually by putting each pallet of lettuce onto the trailer, and it's something fun to do. All right, here we go, coming up to the supermarket. We are gonna sell off the rest of our lettuce. The first load got us $75,000. And here we go with this one, another $37,000. So that's $106,000, something like that. Just a little over $100,000 for all of our lettuce. And that is absolutely awesome. Now we have $259,000 in the bank account. And once again, we're in a position to start spending some money. How exciting is that? All right, but before we start spending all of our money, we got to get back to the farm, and we should fertilize our grass fields that we cut in the last episode. I'm not sure how much fertilizer we actually have in the spreader, so we'll check that out. If we need to buy some fertilizer, we will go ahead and do that. Let's just go ahead and keep using this tractor here. It's in pretty good condition. It's full of gas. It's always a good thing. All right, here we go, getting that fertilizer spreader hooked on there. And it looks like we got 73% fertilizer, Now here's the question, because this is a custom field, I wonder if we could use the GPS lines just to kind of optimize how we're spreading our fertilizer here. Oh, would you look at that? It's actually created a little GPS line there. So wow, that is really cool. All right, well here it is. Let's go ahead and back that camera out. We're going to turn on the fertilizer spreader and we'll just follow these lines around and fertilize this huge ass grass field. All right, there it is. All of our grass fields are fertilized. We're down to 6% fertilizer in our spreader. So we're gonna stop by the store, we're gonna buy some more fertilizer, and then we're gonna head off to our goat fields and we can fertilize the 2 fields that are there that need to be fertilized. Well, looks like we got some fertilizer here. Let's go ahead and put that in there. We got 609 liters. We'll need some more. Here we go. Let's just buy 2 more big bags. That should do it. We do want to purchase this. And there they are. All right, there is 1 bag in. Let's go ahead and position this tractor so we can get the second bag in. There we go. Filling it on up. And bam, both bags are in there. And we are going to head over to our other fields. And see you there. I tell you what, they must have done something like an update where they've made some adjustments to the steering, because I haven't adjusted my settings and it is a whole lot more difficult to steer than it was a couple weeks ago. So I'm really not sure what they're doing here with these updates, but I feel like they adjusted something in the steering. Leave it in the comments down below if you guys know what kind of adjustments were made in this latest updates. Have there been any adjustments to the steering? Because I swear it feels so different. All right, I do see 2 pallets of goat milk over there. We'll have to check on the prices and see if that's something that we should sell right now or wait. All right, this is our field of sorghum, or was our field of sorghum. All right, there we go. Everything is already fertilized 100%. Let's go over to this pallet of goat milk. Let's check it out, and if we should sell it, we will strap it on to the front of this tractor and take it where it needs to go. All right, it looks like goat milk is at a low right now, so we are not going to go ahead and sell it. We'll just leave it there, let it build up over the next couple months. And let's head on back to the farm. We've got $255,000, and let's see what we can spend our money on. All right, coming on back into the farm, we're gonna drop off our fertilizer spreader up top here. We're gonna try and figure out what we're gonna do to spend our money. I do have a couple ideas. There we go, fertilizer spreader is off. Let's go ahead and drive down to the main part. All right, thinking about how we can spend our money, we do have a goat pen or sheep pen that we could put here. It would definitely fit. And the only thing that these goats or sheep would need would be bales of grass, which we could certainly give them. Be $97,000 plus another $38,000 for the animals. We definitely have the money there to probably leave us with $110,000 left. Option number 2 is to buy this field here. It's $51,000. This field does have barley on it. Not a whole lot of room. We might be able to put one goat pen behind it. This field here is growing spinach, so we would have to cultivate it and then plant something on it. It's $58,000. There is room behind it to put some animal stuff. And this field here, there's actually nothing growing on it right now. $79,000. And I tell you what, I did download the mod for the fruit greenhouses. I just went out to the mod hub and did that. So if we purchase this land here, field number 77, we could leave this end area over here for like one goat pen or maybe one chicken thing. There's not a whole lot of room back there with the trees, but we could fill this whole plot of land with just greenhouses. Here would be room for our goat pen back in here somewhere. Of course, we'd have to find a way to fit it in with the landscape. But we have a goat pen back here. I mean, perhaps it can even sit catty corner like this if we have to. And here are the fruit greenhouses. You do have to add a lot of stuff in these. You have to have herbicide, fertilizer, water, and seeds. All of that stuff goes into these greenhouses, so it is going to cost a lot to get these fruit products going, but we could start our olive greenhouses. And honestly, I mean, just based on the size of these, I mean, we could probably put, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could probably put 7 of these things in this field, and we could just use this field for sort of our, you know, some greenhouses. Maybe we could buy the grain mill when it's time. We could stick it over on this plot of land. There really are some options here that would be pretty nice. And we could start a new venture in olive farming in our quest to become the Martini Kings of ZIELONKA. I mean, who wouldn't love that? Here's something crazy. We're only $2,000 away from being able to afford field number 49. Field number 49 is filled, I think it's spinach. So we would have to cultivate it. We would have to seed it with some sort of grain. But this would almost complete our grain organization, or our big grain empire over here. We've got oat, we've got barley, we've got wheat. Maybe this could be sorghum. Or we could figure out some other type of grain to have there. I did have a suggestion in the comments about canola and some oil stuff. And honestly, this field down here, so if we have our grain operation here, this field number 50, we could buy this eventually. This could be a field of canola, and over in this area down here, we could put an oil mill, which would really, really be cool. And if we have olives growing, then we could have olive oil. And that would be something super cool. And that's going to get us started with the potatoes and the potato chips, because you need the oil for the potato chips. So honestly, not a bad thought process to buy field number 49 here. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what, we could also buy field number 58 here. This field has nothing on it, and we could put a bunch of greenhouses on this one too. I mean, the land is relatively flat. I don't think we'd have any problem getting these greenhouses on here, but we could probably fit, I don't know, 7 or 8 greenhouses on this plot of land here, or we could have a couple greenhouses and then have some more goats. I mean, we could have a goat pen kind of right here, and then right behind it we could have one going this way. So we could have 2 goat pens, and then we could put a bunch of greenhouses down at the front end of this field down this way. I mean, that is not a bad option either. It's field number 58. Take a look here. It's pretty close to the shop, and it's only $51,000. Boy, that's pretty tempting as well. Here is field number 48. Now this is a wheat field. Looks like wheat is already planted here, and we couldn't harvest it until July, so it'd be a long time to wait, kind of buying this field and sitting on it. And we haven't even looked at all of these fields up here, and we haven't looked at any of these fields over here. I mean, there's a whole section of the map that we have yet to conquer. Take a look at field number 76. Boy, this field looks really cool. This is spinach. We don't care about that. It's just a really cool plot of land. And there is a little bit of room on this side. And it's right across from a football field, which is absolutely awesome. Perhaps our local ZIELONKA soccer or football club will be playing there. Yeah, there's definitely some room over here to put greenhouses and stuff like that. And all we would have to do is cross over this little tiny creek, and here we are at the football field. Oh, check it out. There's a ball. I wonder if we can kick it. Yeah, we can. Oh my God. No way. No way. It's been our dream our whole lives to be a football star. Here we go. We're dribbling down and we're coming up to the goal, and there he is. Oh, we scored. Look at this. Goal! Okay, I'll stop. Jeez, whiz. I'm running out of breath there. I don't know how those people do it. And look, the ball got put right back into the center. That is absolutely awesome. We are the football kings of ZIELONKA. I don't know. We don't really look like much of an athlete. Maybe we're not. Well, I tell you what, here are olives, $1,558 probably per pallet. I don't know how much that greenhouse is going to produce, but either way, it would be kind of cool to have olives. Well, I tell you what, we are looking at honey. It looks like we can get $3,000 for our pallet of honey. That's going to put us at $258,000, and that would be enough money to buy this field. Now, we would have to cultivate it, and then we'd have to buy some seeds. I think seeds are going to be a couple $1,000s, and we're not going to have a couple $1,000s. We'll have about $1,000 left, and I don't really feel like spending all of our money. Now, we do have our seeder here, but it's got 1,247 liters in it. I mean, it's probably got enough seeds to fill that field, I guess. Although I really don't know. Don't really want to take the chance that we run out of seeds and we don't have the money to buy more. All right, let's do this. Let's sell our honey. Boy, this is a really dumb idea. I really have a feeling we should wait before we do something that's this huge. I feel like we should buy the other field and we should put olives on it. I mean, after all, it was in the comments. All right, well, either way, we got to put our pallet of honey onto the trailer. We'll leave the other pallet there to fill on up. I tell you what, we are going to buy field number 58. All right, first things first, we have a greenhouse. Now we just have to decide where to put it. Now, I'm not sure, because this is a mod that we just downloaded. I don't know where the pallets of olives spawn. I'm not sure if they come out of that little spout there. Looks like that's where they might come out. It might not even be pallets. It might just be like that stuff comes out in the spout. And then I think the dumping area right here on the side is where you put your seeds and stuff like that, I'm assuming. But honestly, I've never had anything like this before in Farming Simulator. So we're just gonna stick it. We're gonna stick it here, and I don't know. I mean, I guess we'll just have to kind of see what happens. Let's try and put it on the corner of the property, as close to the corner as we can get it. Now, we still want to have some room to fit a trailer here to get under that spout. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to toggle free mode on, so that way this thing doesn't really go all wonky and get stuck in the ground and all kinds of stuff. So let's just go ahead and put it here. And we'll see. I mean, it'll be trial by error. We have to live by the consequences of our decisions. And here we go with the olive greenhouse. Bam. There it is. In all its glory, we have our first olive greenhouse. And take a look. I mean, it's pretty cool. We've got an area where we dump stuff. We got an area here where we collect stuff. And we got the water tanker in the back. We're gonna have to put some water in this thing, and we'll experiment and see how it does. All right, here is our little water container. Now we just have to figure out where we're going to put this on our property. I mean, we could kind of put it over here by the road, and then we could fill it up, or fill up our tanker and drive around to our little greenhouses. But I kind of like it sitting over here in this little cove here. We're not really going to use this for much of anything else, so let's go ahead and put it right here. All right, bam, there it is. Our little water tanker is there, so we can fill up with water and then fill up all of our greenhouses. I kind of feel like we could put another greenhouse here. I just don't want to block, like if there's a, if we have to get a tractor in this area here, I don't want to block it by putting another greenhouse up. I mean, we can always sell it if we need to get rid of it, but so let's do this. Let's just have one greenhouse for now. We'll figure out how olives work, and maybe with some of the remaining money we have, we can put some goat pens over here. Tell you what, I'm kind of tempted to buy this this field too. I don't know what we would plant there. Perhaps this could be where our sheep are. So we have goats over with the other goats, and maybe this field could be sheep. I mean, if we buy this for $48,000, we're still going to have enough money left over to put a nice big sheep pen. Gosh, I don't know. I mean, this field has wheat growing in it. Wheat is not going to be available to harvest until July. All right, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We are going to put a sheep pen, but we're going to put it over here on this field. And the thought process is, we're going to have sheep over here. We'll have a couple sheep pens eventually over here along this way. We are going to eventually buy this field, but I'm going to try and wait to buy this field until next July when we can harvest the wheat, and then at least we can make some money off of it. And then once this field is harvested, we can like buy some additional greenhouses, and maybe we can have greenhouses all along the front here. We could have like just a row of greenhouses along the front like this, and maybe even along this back side. We can have some sheep along this way, and I don't know. We'll just kind of play it by ear. But for right now, I do want to get some sheep going, start getting some wool. We are really branching out here in this series, and it is super, super fun. So let's go ahead and put this thing kind of right up against the street here, and hopefully this doesn't end up being too wonky. I tell you what, you always want to save your game prior to building anything like this, because if it does end up being wonky, you can kind of reload and try again. All right, so let's go ahead and put a sheep pen right here. Hopefully it's not too wonky. All right, we don't want to customize the fence. We do want to plant meadow for the sheep barn, and bam, there it is. Let's whip on around. We'll take a look. Oh, that is just absolutely beautiful. We've got a big old sheep pen right here. It's along the walking path, so that people walking along, they can look in at the sheep. It's something for them to look at. Be like a little mini petting zoo. Boy, I tell you what, look at this guy's mustache. This guy's in a bad mood. I mean, look at him. What's up, man? I mean, you're in a bad mood. This is like a standoff in the 1800s, like a Western. I mean, geez. Neither one of them are moving. This guy looks like he wants to fight. He's got a Raleigh Fingers mustache, if you guys remember him from the Milwaukee Brewers. Oh, I tell you what, this guy walking down the street too, he's got like a little bit of a mohawk going on, a little faux hawk. He's also got a pretty badass mustache. Hey, buddy, what's up? Look at it. Look at the way he's walking. He is walking with a strut. I mean, this is a cool guy right here. And look, we're walking all creepy behind him, like kind of a little fake run we're doing. Tell you what, mustache guy. He is, he's not having a good day, but he's walking with a strut too. Tell you what, these guys in ZIELONKA, they're walking around with attitudes. I mean, look at the way they're walking, just strutting it down the street. It's pretty cool. Respect. All right, it's enough screwing around. This thing, it's a little wonky here on the edge, but you know what? It's gonna be fine. Now the moment of truth. We can have 71 sheep. We're all gonna buy the adults because we want wool to start right away. We're also gonna have to buy a grass bale because we don't have any that we can put over here. Although we do have some left in the storage in our other goat pen. All right, let's diversify our sheep. Let's get some of these Landris of Bentheim. I tell you what, we'll start out with 10 of each kind. It's going to be $53.88. Let's go ahead and buy these guys. All right, purchased. Let's go down to Steinschaft. Let's go ahead and buy 10 of these guys. It's another $53.88. Here we go. And then Swiss Black Brown Mountain Sheep. Let's buy 10 of these guys. Black Welsh Mountain Sheep. Let's go ahead and buy 10 of these guys. All right, we got room for 30 more sheep. Tell you what, these Steinschaft are pretty cool. We're going to go with 10 more of these guys. And I do love the Black Welsh Mountain Sheep, so we'll go with 10 of these guys. And that leaves us room for 11 more. Let's go up to the Landris of Bentheim. We'll go 5 of these guys. And then Swiss Black Brown Mountain Sheep, we'll go with 6, and that is going to fill us up. Wow, there they are. Look at this. I mean, we have a multicultural, diversified field of sheep, and they are loving it, and we're loving it, and everybody's getting along just like they should. So let's go grab a bale of grass and put it in here. And that's the only thing we have to do to keep these sheep happy. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to drive over to our other field, and we're going to snag one of those bales of grass from the goat pen that's over there. And I don't think those goats are going to mind one bit. I think we have 4 extra bales sitting over there. And wow, let's recap what has happened. We bought a humongous field of barley at the beginning of the episode. Now we have a brand new field with an olive greenhouse where we downloaded that mod. We are going to start our quest to become the Martini Kings of ZIELONKA, and we bought some sheep and a sheep pen, and that is awesome. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and take one of these things. We don't need 2 of them. Let's just take one of them. And man, this is pretty exciting. We sold all of our lettuce. We got so much money for it. 120 some thousand, I think it was. Maybe it was a little over 100,000 for all of our lettuce. I mean, we have just been busy beavers in this episode. And I don't know about you, but I'm worn out. So we're going to take this grass bale back to the sheep. We're going to put it in there so they can start eating, start producing wool. Let's fill up our olive greenhouse with whatever it needs. We'll start that going. And I think that is going to be enough work for today. Oh God, we lost the grass bale. Holy crap. What are we doing? Tell you what, we've got a quest to be the Martini Kings of ZIELONKA, but right now we're working on being the idiots of ZIELONKA because we can't keep a grass bale on our tractor. Just saying. Oh boy. And we missed our turn. That's fine. You know what? It's okay. That's why tractors have reverse. Okay. Alright, don't you come out. Don't you come out, you son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You know what? Oh boy. I swear to you know what? If I could get out of this tractor, I would go up to that dump truck driver and punch him in the mouth. He's just driving away. Absolutely ridiculous. I knew he was going to turn out, and I can't flip this stupid tractor over. Oh, I got it. Man, I tell you what, somebody get the license plate of that guy. We're just going to track him down. We're going to punch him right in his nuts. Oh boy, I really want to turn traffic off. It's absolutely ridiculous, but you know what? We won't have moments like that if I turn it off. All right, I don't know where I'm going. I'm driving around with a grass bale, and I don't know how to get to our new fields, but I suppose it's something we're going to have to start to figure out. And here they are. Here's our new fields, or new field, I should say. Here's our greenhouse. We're going to drop this grass bale off to the beautiful diversity sheep. All right, boy, not the smartest thing. We got a whole bunch of trees here we got to work around. That's fine. All right, there we go. Boom. All right, let's hop out and take a look. The grass is in there. And here is our sheep barn. They've got grass in there. we could probably fit another bale, wouldn't hurt. But we have got to, right now, fill up our greenhouse with herbicide, seeds, solid fertilizer, and water. Well, here's solid fertilizer, of course, so we're gonna buy, I don't know, let's buy 2 bags of that. Here is herbicide. No difference in any of these, so that's 2,400 bucks. Let's go ahead and buy this. Here's some seeds. Bang for your buck. This is the best here, so let's buy a pallet of seeds. And I think that's it, just water, and we can fill it up with water as well. All right, let's head to the store. Actually, I think we should go pick up a trailer so that we can put the fertilizer and all that stuff on the trailer, and we can just drive it over here to the greenhouse and see if it'll, you know, kind of plop it on. There is all of our stuff right here.
Many months later.
All right, all the stuff is on the trailer here. Let's strap it all down. And we can just come right over here. Now I'm assuming you just drive up into this area here. Let's give it a whirl. Let's unstrap all this stuff. And I don't know, is it, oh look. You can see it's all emptying out. Oh, look at that. Okay. I don't know about the herbicide and the seeds. Perhaps they need to be put directly on the ground. Well, I tell you what we're gonna do. We'll take our tractor over here. We'll take this stuff off of the trailer and we'll set it down in the greenhouse area. All right, here is the herbicide. And not sure if that's working. And it does not seem to be working. Crap, I don't know what to do here. All right, here's the seeds. Let's try them. Well, I don't know if this is gonna work either. I might have to play around with this off camera. Right, there we go, there's the seeds. Oh boy, I really don't know. It doesn't look like it's working. The fertilizer's the only thing that went in there. All right, maybe the herbicide goes in here. I doubt it. This looks like where it comes out. All right, I'm gonna have to work on this off camera so we don't waste our time. I really don't know what's going on. So I tell you what, it's a great place to end the episode. We bought a huge field. We bought this littler field. We fertilized all of our stuff. We sold all of our lettuce, which was over $100,000. We got sheep, and I'm gonna figure out how to do this greenhouse because we are on a new quest to become the Martini Kings of ZIELONKA, and it's gonna happen. I'm gonna figure out this greenhouse in between this episode and the next. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for the love and support on the channel. Keep it up, subscribe, hit the bell notification, hit the thumbs up, the like button, leave your comments, do all the things you got to do. You know what you got to do, just go ahead and do it. I don't know what the hell you're waiting for. But most importantly, thank you for letting me be a part of your day. It means a lot. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.